We'll let the Malaysian people first, okay? You have any question you want to ask?
We know that the five aggregates is not self, but when things happen to our body, our feeling, bad things happen to it, we still worry or feel uncomfortable. So what is the effective way?
You have to stop this worry, see, by stopping your thoughts. You need to have mindfulness and samadhi. If you have mindfulness, you can stop your mind from worrying, from thinking. See. So you have to try to develop more mindfulness. Right now your mindfulness is not strong enough. If you have worry, you can use the mantra like Bhutto. You just keep repeating Bhutto, Bhutto, Bhutto. After a few minutes, you forget about the thing that you worry about. See, your worry comes from your thoughts. See, when you think about your wife, you worry about her. When you think about your children, you worry about them. When you think about your money, you worry about them. When you think about your body, you worry about your body. But right now you don't think about them, so you don't have any worry. See? So when you think about them and you worry, you should use a mantra to stop it. This is the first easy way. The second way is better because it can get rid of your worry permanently. You have to look at the truth of the thing that you worry, like your body. Is your body gonna get sick or not gonna get sick? Can you stop it from not getting sick or not? Okay. Is it gonna get old or not gonna get old? Is it gonna die or is it not gonna die? You have to look at the truth. And once you see the truth, and you know there's nothing you can prevent this truth from happening, then you just have to accept the truth, that's all. If you can accept the truth, then you will not worry. You say, I'm gonna die, so why should I worry? Worrying doesn't stop me from not dying, from dying. I still die. But if I'm not worried, I will die not worrying. If I worry, I will live and worry and die and worry also. See? So you have to face the truth, accept the truth. The only way you can face the truth, accept the truth, is with a calm mind. You need to have samadhi first. If your mind is not calm, you have resistance to the truth. You want to reject the truth. You want to deny the truth. And the harder you try to deny, the more suffering you will get. The less denial, the less suffering. Zero denial, zero suffering. So you want to be able to stop your denial. If you have strong mindfulness, if you have samadhi, then you can stop your denial of the truth. And you just say, okay, the truth is the truth. This is one way of stop worrying. The second way is look at your body, whether it is you or not you. You say the body is you. Where are you? Which part of your body is you? Can you find anything in your body here that is you? First of all, how do you look like? What do you look like? Do you look like the body or not? Are you the body or you're not the body? The one who thinks and the body, are they the same one or not? You think, right? You're the one who knows who thinks. And the body doesn't know, doesn't think, right? Does the hair think? Does the skin think? Nothing in the body think or know. So the one who knows, the one who thinks is not the body. The one who knows just come to take possession of the body at the time of conception, in the womb of your mother. The mind, the one who thinks, who knows, send in the five consciousness to attach to the body. To the consciousness of the sight, sound, smell, taste and tactile objects. That's how the mind can receive information through the body. The mind can see because the mind has consciousness that is attached to the eyes. So when the eye sees something, the image goes right directly into the mind. So you have to understand that the body and the mind is two separate entities. The mind is the master, the body is the slave, the servant. See, it's the mind who tells the body what to do, right? Before you can come here, you have to think first. Today I'm going to come here. So when you think, when the time for you to come, then you tell the body, okay, let's move, let's go to this place. So the mind and the body are two separate entities. They come into unity at the time of conception, when the body is formed in the womb of the mother. Then the mind, which is a wandering spirit looking for a new body, come and take possession of this body. But no one teaches the mind that the body is not the mind. See, everybody teaches that the mind is the body. The body and the mind is one, the same. So we become concerned because once we have something เบาหน่อยได้ไหมเสียงเมื่อกี้กำลังดีมันดังขึ้นมา Once the mind has the body, the mind wants wants the body to last forever. Whatever you have, you don't want to lose it once you have it. But everything that you have, including the body, is temporary. You get it, then you're going to have to lose it one day. But the mind is a nasty person. It doesn't like the truth. It likes to get, it doesn't want to lose. So when it loses, it feels bad. It suffers. But if you teach just the mind the truth that whatever you get, you're going to have to lose it. Then if the mind sees the truth, then it will then accept the truth. Then you will not worry about the body. You will not worry about your wife, your husband. You will not worry about your money. Because everything that you have, you're going to lose them all one day. Because you don't think about it, see. You think that you're going to be able to keep all of them. But you cannot keep anything. That's what we call vipassana or panya, to look at the truth. But the mind doesn't like to look at the truth. See. It hurts. The truth hurts. So you don't want to think of the truth. You want to forget that you're going to die, that you're going to get old, you're going to get sick. Because every time you think that you're going to get old, get sick and die, you feel bad. So you don't want to feel bad. But you only feel bad at the first, when you're first thinking about it. But if you keep thinking until the truth sinks into your mind can accept it, then your mind will not feel bad anymore. Your mind will feel good. See? That you no longer have to worry about the body, because you accept that you're going to have to lose the body one day, sooner or later. And in order to make the mind accept this, you need to have samadhi. See? You have to develop samadhi first. Because when you don't have samadhi, your defilement will deny, will not accept the truth. But when you have samadhi, you suppress the defilement, so it cannot deny the truth. Then the truth can sink into your mind, and your mind can accept it. Once you can accept the truth, then there is no worry. So this is the second method. The first method is just to use mindfulness, just to stop thinking about it. But this is only work temporarily. As soon as you think again, you will feel bad again. So if you want to not feel bad at all, then you have to think about the truth and accept it. Force yourself to accept the truth. It's like forcing yourself to take the bitter medicine. We don't like to take medicine. But we know, but if we know that if we take this bitter medicine and then we will get well, then we will be willing to take the bitter medicine. Because we don't want to get sick, right? If you're sick and the doctor says, take this medicine, but it's bitter, but you have to take it and you will get well, what would you do? You would have to force yourself to take it, because you know the result will be good for you. The same way, you have to accept the truth. You have to think of the truth until you don't forget. Once you don't forget and you accept the truth, then you will not feel bad. You will not worry. Okay. Any more questions? I'll let him ask first, and maybe if you have more later on. Okay, your turn.
Okay. So the first question I want to ask you is about in the daily life, how to put sati in our daily life.
Putto, putto. Keep reciting putto, putto.
Can we put also on
your
body?
On your movement also.
On the movement, and also can we put on our thinking?
No, because you're thinking you want to stop. See, if you watch your thinking, it keeps more thinking, keeps on going, and then you will create desire and sadness and worry and anxiety. You want to stop it.
But if you look at your thinking, you stop your thinking. You say, "Oh, I think this is not good."
Okay, that's what I mean. Don't think.
Yeah, but the way the thinking to think.
You cannot watch it thinking and stop thinking. You can stop it briefly and then think again. See, so it's better to use the mantra. Then it won't be able to think at all. Because how soon can you know that you've been thinking? Sometimes you don't know that you've been thinking for half an hour.
Yes, but after sometimes, I'm thinking. You know, to stop it.
But if you use putto, you stop thinking all the time. Watch what you're doing.
Physically.
Physically, what you do. You're eating, just stay with your eating. Don't think about business or money or people. The only thing, if you want to think, then you have to guard your thought, watch your thought. That, okay, I have to think about business. Okay, think. What am I going to do? Which stock I'm going to buy today? Which stock I'm going to sell today? Okay, think. If you're a layperson, you still have to think. But it's not good for your mindfulness. Because sometimes once you start thinking, it can it go overboard. And keep on thinking about other things. So to be able to develop mindfulness effectively is better not to work. Like on your holiday, on your weekend, on your day off, then you should practice Dhamma that day. Then it's easier because then you can maintain mindfulness much longer, and you can sit in samadhi much longer, and much calmer.
And the second question is, if we have time, like you say, for example, we are on weekend or holiday, it's better to take a long time for meditation, or it's better to take many time in the day?
As long as possible. It doesn't matter.
As long as possible.
All day long. Yeah. It's like somebody give you the key to the bank, and you can take as much money as you want. What you're gonna do? You're just gonna do it every half hour. You do it for 10 minutes, or you're gonna do it all day long. See, samadhi is better than money. The more you do, the more happiness you get.
And if we focus on our movement, is it the same? Do you consider it like meditation also?
Mindfulness.
Yeah.
It's part of the meditation.
It's part, but it's not like formal meditation.
Formal, you have to sit still. For the mind to become completely still, the body have to be still, because the body is the result of the mind's action. See, the body can move because the mind tells. It's like you operating a drone. If your drone is flying, you have to keep watching, controlling it. See? So if you don't want to control the drone, you have to stop the drone from flying. Then you don't have to watch the drone. Then you can go to sleep. See. Same way with the mind. If you want the mind to be fully still, then you have to stop your body activity. If you have body activity, the best thing you can do is to be mindful, to stop your thought. But you need to have mindfulness first before you can sit and become still. Because if you have no mindfulness, when you keep thinking.
So it's work hand to hand, right?
Mindfulness first. First step before samadhi. You need mindfulness in order to practice samadhi. If no mindfulness, no samadhi. No matter how long you sit, you will not make the mind still. That's why you have to develop mindfulness all day long until it becomes a habit. See, it's just a habit. Right now your habit is like to think. Never stop thinking. So you want to rechange your habit. Rehabit yourself. Rehabilitation by from thinking to stop thinking. Only think when you want to, and be able to control your thought. You can stop, you can think, then you have mindfulness. Anytime you want to stop, you can stop. Anytime you want to think, you can think. Then you have mindfulness. Then when you sit, then you can tell your mind to stop thinking, and just watch your breath, or think of a mantra, recite a mantra. Then if you don't think about other things, your mind will converge and become one. Then you'll be peaceful, calm, and happy. Once you have this happiness, then you can get rid of your desire, your craving for other things. Because nothing in this world is as good as the happiness that you get from your meditation. So you can give up your wife, give up your children, give up your money, and become a monk like me. Okay, any more questions?
Yes,
okay.
Another one. Yesterday we talked about the practice of samatha, and can you explain us today the practice of vipassana?
Vipassana is looking at the truth. See? Right now we don't want to look at the truth. The truth is impermanent. See? Everything we have is impermanent, and by virtue of that is being impermanent, it can cause us suffering. Right? When we lose something, that's because it's impermanent. So if you try to teach your mind that everything that you have is impermanent, then you can change your attitude toward the things that you have. Instead of clinging, you say, I have to let go, because I know sooner or later I'm going to have to lose it. If you know this ahead of time, then you prepare yourself to let go, to let the thing leave you.
So it's meaning in the daily life?
Everything you do. When you're not in samadhi, you have to use vipassana.
Okay.
Instead of thinking of accumulating more and more because it's happy, you should have to reverse your process. Okay. Instead of wanting more and more, you want less and less. Because the less you have, the less suffering, the less worry you will have.
So vipassana and panya is the same?
Same one. Vipassana, panya, wisdom.
Same.
To see the three characteristics. Everything in this world is niccang, dukkhang, anatta. Anicang means impermanent, temporarily. It is in temporary will cause you suffering. And anatta, you cannot control it all the time. You might be able to control it some of the time. But there will be a point or a time when you will not be able to control it, like your body. And when you cannot control, and if you still want to control, then you will have suffering. But if you accept that, okay, I cannot control now, let the body be. It's going to get old, let it get old. It's going to be sick, let it be sick. Then you will not have suffering when the body beyond your control. People suffer because they still want to control. They're going to die and they still don't want to die. They're just trying to control the body. That's what causes suffering in the mind. But if you know the truth that it's going to die, okay, let it go. Then you will not suffer.
And do we have to practice like formal meditation from vipassana?
No, meditation is from vipassana is when you run into trouble. See, when you have suffering, that means you're already you're not seeing the truth. You're not seeing that it's anicca. Like your wife phone you and say, "I'm going to leave you." And suddenly you feel bad, And if you have vipassana, okay, it's impermanent. C'est la vie, Que sera, sera. But if you don't prepare yourself, when something bad happens, you cannot accept it. You cannot remain calm. You will feel sad, you will feel terrible. But if you prepare yourself, practice, like boxer, before a boxer can go up into the ring and fight, he has to train himself first. This vipassana has two parts: training and taking the test, taking the examination. Before you can take the examination, you have to prepare yourself first, train yourself first. Teach yourself, I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. Keep reminding, telling yourself every
day, right?
every minute, every moment, until you don't forget. I'm gonna die, I'm gonna die. My wife gonna die, my son gonna die. My money is gonna be gone. Everything I have doesn't belong to me. Yeah. One day I'm gonna lose everything. Just think until it becomes second nature. Then when this thing happens, then you say, no problem. Yeah, okay, I'm not losing my mind. That's the most important thing. If you're willing to lose everything, then you won't lose your mind. But if you don't want to lose everything, you'll lose your mind. You go crazy. Right? People go crazy because they don't want to lose everything.
Sorry about that, but if we are in samatha,
you don't think. When you're in samatha, don't think.
But we cannot bring our mind to think about this, about these three characteristics.
Not when you're in samatha. Samatha is a place to rest, to regenerate your strength. Like when you sleep, you don't want to work. มาอีกแล้วเสียงดังอีกแล้วทำไมเปลี่ยนลำโพงเลยอ๋อแบตหมดไม่เป็นไรถ้าแบตหมดก็แล้วไป
อนิจจา
อนิจจา if you want it to be if you want it to be the same, you'll feel bad. How come it's not the same anymore? But you say, okay, c'est la vie, that's life, or que sera, sera, whatever will be, will be. But we don't want to que sera, that's the problem. We want everything to be the way we want it. If you have something, you want it to last forever. When it don't last, then you feel bad. So you have to retrain your mind to change your attitude toward life. To look at everything as temporary.
John, when we do that, does it mean that we should give up exercising, give up eating good food for health and things like that?
Well, if you don't care to live, then you don't have to. But you still think the body is still beneficial, not for you, but for other people. Like the Buddha, he still eat because then he can use the body to teach Dhamma to other people. Then he uses it for that purpose. But he doesn't feed or exercise the body just for the sake of maintaining his life, because he has no use for the body. He doesn't need the body to bring happiness for him. He has a different way of bringing happiness to himself, by meditation, by letting go, by getting rid of the defilements. You get more happiness that way. But as long as the body still functions, and then you can use the body to teach Dhamma. If you don't eat, you don't exercise, you don't sleep, then the body probably won't last more than 1 month. Then it will die. But this is doing not for the sake of living. This is doing for the sake of helping other people with the Dhamma. But helping other people with other things is useless, because if you just want to help people have a good body, the body, no matter how well you treat it, it's not going to last more than 100 years. It's going to die anyway. But if you help people with their mind lasts forever. See? So the Dhamma is for the mind, not for the body. It's for taking care of the mind, to get rid of the suffering of the mind. And then once it gets rid of suffering, it will be free from suffering forever. It doesn't have to come and be reborn like we do this again and again forever again. So usually if you are a sensible person, if you still can maintain your body, you usually do. Yeah. But you don't want to, you're too lazy, you don't want to exercise, you don't want, and you're not care if you live or die, then you can, it doesn't matter.
Ajahn, I understand that you stayed many years with Ajahn Mahabua. What are some of the important things that you learned from him that has helped you very much in your practice?
Mindfulness, that's why I keep talking all this time, is mindfulness. And wisdom, panya, the two things that you need. And you have to be strict with yourself, with your sila. Yeah. Because if you break the sila, it will only hurt you and hurt other people. So monk has to be strict with his precepts. Yeah. Keep the precepts. That way it keeps him away from trouble. Then he will then he will have a free time to be free to meditate, to develop mindfulness and wisdom. Any more?
Yes, I have one question because yesterday I was thinking, is it possible to live with no social relationship? Like now my family is in France, so I just speak with people when I meet, like to eat or something like that, but I speak with nobody except here, but I speak with nobody. And okay, it's 1 week, so it's not a long time, but if I have to stay like this for 10 years, okay, first, is it good? And second, is it possible?
That's what I've been doing. I have no social contact.
But you have social contact with people here.
Only now. Before I live alone I only start to have contact just this last 4 or 5 years. Before I live alone most of the time.
And with the other monk?
Everybody's the same. Once we come back up here, we go our separate ways. We only come together to work, to clean the...
Yeah, but you don't speak when you clean.
Right, you don't have no social contact. Maybe very minimal, just for maintaining civility. Like when we have some drinks or something, we might talk. But we don't consider it to be the main task. Our main task is to be alone, to meditate and to find happiness by being alone.
So it's possible and it's good.
Well, he's been doing, the Buddha, he's been doing like this. Before he was a prince, he have all the parties, he have all people coming and going every day, every night, until he gets sick. So he ran away and said, I want to be alone. So he meditates, sit under a tree, and he found happiness there. So then he keeps living alone, only have contact with people because it's their desire to come and see him, to seek for advice. Like you, I never asked you to come to see me. Everybody who came here came by themselves. If they don't come, I will be alone, see. And so I have to have time, because if I don't make the appointment, then people will come from morning until evening. Then I won't have time to be alone. That's why I say, if anybody wants to come here, they can only see me 2 times. Once in the morning and once in the afternoon. The rest of the time I don't have time for you. I have to have time for myself. I need to rest. I need to have my time to be. I cannot work all the time. So yes, to answer your question, that's the goal that's the way to be free from suffering. Is to have nothing, see? Because whatever you have, you're gonna lose. When you lose, you will feel bad. So if you have nothing, then you got nothing to lose, right? Then when you lose nothing, then you won't feel bad. The more you have, the more you lose. The more you feel bad. The less you have, the less you lose, the less you feel bad. When you have nothing to lose, you don't have to feel bad. So that's the goal, is to be able to live with nothing. See? Clear? Okay.
Ajahn, how to practice breathing meditation?
Breathing meditation. You have to sit, because this is the best time to do breathing meditation is when you sit still. Sit like you are sitting right now. Close your eyes and watch the breath coming out of your nostril and going inside your nostril. Watch it at the tip of your nose. Just watch, don't do anything. Just like watch TV. Just know that your breath is coming in, your breath is going out. And don't think about anything. If you can do this continuously for a few minutes, your mind will become calm, peaceful and happy. When your mind become calm, become still, leave it alone. Let it stay like this for as long as possible. And when it does start to think, if you can still stop it from thinking, do it again. Stop it and focus on your breathing again. Try to sit as much as possible, as long as possible, until you become very proficient. You can sit anytime you want, for as long as you want. Then once you have done this, the next step is when you're not sitting, then you should develop wisdom or panya or vipassana by teaching your mind the truth that everything that you have is temporary, is anicca, right? That you cannot control them all the time. And when you have to lose something and you don't want to lose, then you will suffer, you will feel bad. But if you know that you're going to lose and you're willing to lose, then you will not feel bad. This is what we call vipassana or panya. See the truth inside into the truth. Right now we don't see everything that we have as impermanent. We think it's going to last forever until we die. And when we die, we don't want to die anyway. We know we're going to die, but we don't want to die. See? So it's like not knowing that you're going to die. If you really know that you're going to die, then you have to be willing to die when you know that you have to die. But you know you have to die, but you don't want to die. It means you still deny the truth. You don't accept the truth. And when you don't accept the truth, when the truth happens, you will feel bad. You will feel terrible. But if you accept the truth, when the truth happens, you will not feel bad. You can only do this if you have samadhi first. If you have no samadhi, your mind will not be willing to accept the truth. It will resist, it will deny the truth. That's why you become sad when you lose something that you love. Because you cannot accept the truth that the thing that you love already gone. You still want it back. But if you don't want it back, you won't feel bad, right? If the thing you don't like, if it disappears, like the garbage that you throw away, you don't feel bad like when you lose your garbage. If you have people steal your garbage, you don't feel bad. Go ahead, take them. Yeah. But if they steal your good clothes, steal your phone, then you feel bad because you don't want it to go away from you. So you must teach yourself to be ready to let go of everything, because sooner or later you're going to have to leave. Everything will have to leave you, or you will have to leave them, even your body. This is vipassana. You can only do this effectively with samadhi, because without samadhi you will not be able to do it. Okay? Any more?
As lay people, we have so many things to do.
That's why you have to become a monk. See? If you want to become enlightened, if you want to be like the Buddha, you have to do like the Buddha did. He was a layperson like you before. He was a prince. He had more business than you do, and so he knows that if he wants to become enlightened, wants to be free from suffering, he has to become a monk. So he became a monk. Same way with you. You have a choice. Don't say you don't have a choice. You have a choice, but you don't want to make that choice, that's all. You still want to be a lay person, but you also want to become enlightened, which is impossible. Okay? Right now you should prepare yourself to become a monk. This is your first step. This is what you have to do. Try to live like a monk before you become a monk. Once you know you can live like a monk, then you can become a monk. So right now, what you have to do, you have to reduce your social contact, reduce your responsibility, reduce your obligation, reduce your desire. Once you can do this, then eventually you'll be able to become a monk. This is a gradual process for some people, and for some people they can do it right away. They suddenly got the desire to become a monk, so they give up everything and become a monk. That's the story of an Ajahn. His name is Nong Pu Khao. He's the senior disciple of Nong Pu Man, Ajahn Man. And his history is that the reason why he became a monk because he caught his wife committing adultery. And he got so angry at his wife and the adulterer that he almost wanted to kill them both. Then he got this mindfulness and said, "Oh, I'm not doing the right thing. Killing is bad, They committing adultery is not as bad as me killing them." So he suddenly looked at life as suffering, impermanent. My wife used to be my wife, but today she's not my wife anymore. So he see the Dhamma. Then he said, "I'm gonna give up my wife, gonna give up everything I have because it caused me so much suffering." Then he just tell the people, say, "From now on, my wife is no longer my wife. My possession, my money, everything, I give it all to her. I'm gonna go become a monk." And he went and become a monk. Sometimes you need a situation to start your journey,
Who he was?
Nong Pu Khao, Ajahn Khao, Wat Tham Kong Prem.
Preceptor of Ajahn Man?
No, he's a senior disciple. He's more senior than Nong Ta Mahabua.
Ajahn, can you tell us a little stories about Ajahn Mahabua?
You have to read his biography better. I'm sorry, it's a long story, and I'm not a good.
I mean your experiences when you're there.
Yeah, we're running out of time. We only have a few minutes left, so it's better to or you go and read the biography of Ajahn Man. It's written by Ajahn Mahabua, and tells a lot about himself by reading his writing about Ajahn Man. Yeah. But I think there's about his biography also, but I'm not sure whether it's translated in English or not. I think it is. I'm not sure.
I think it is.
Yeah, somewhere. All right, I think we just about run out of time.